On a sunny afternoon in a farmer's field in Saanich, half a dozen deer and a whole flock of geese frolic freely with not a care in the world. If you enjoy wildlife, it's an impressive sight. But if you're a farmer, this picture isn't a pretty one.
When they take 5 acres of carrots out at $4,700 an acre, that's a lot of money. And I'm just talking about carrots. I'm not talking about the damage on the potato crop too.
The Galey family has been farming in Saanich for more than 8 decades, and Ray Galey says it's never been this bad. No matter what time of year, he says hundreds of deer and thousands of geese make their way into the 20 or so properties they own or lease, doing all kinds of damage.
Everything is mowed to the ground. Look behind you. Look behind you, it's all gone.
Ray's son, Rob Galey, says he walked down to his raspberry field earlier this week to find the deer had devastated what was supposed to be an expansion of his raspberry patch.
You know, my raspberries should all be nice, healthy primocane like this little piece left right here. You know, this is all very healthy stock. They look like a weed eater's coming through here and chopped them all down. This is all deer damage.
The Galeys have all kinds of stories about how the geese and deer have damaged their crops. In fact, this past spring, they had to replant the corn maze 3 times because the first 2 times the geese had eaten all of the tiny plants.
Would we spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in floating row cover? So we covered it that time, and here they are landing on the row cover trying to bite through. So we just had staff, you know, every hour going out there chasing them off.
It's a battle, he says, the farm is losing and one he can't afford to keep fighting. He says the books haven't even been done for 2012, but he's estimating a $50,000 to $80,000 loss. And with the raspberry canes damaged, he's already behind for 2013, and the year hasn't even started.
You know, as far as us farming the entire region of the district of Saanich, we're going to have to pull off to the eastern side of it because we can't farm both the east and west side of Saanich. We're going to have to chase these birds from the west side all to the east and let them go at the people on the east and try and save Blenkinsop.
Scaling back from east to west Saanich will mean 30 fewer acres will be farmed next year, and that's on top of the 50% the Galeys have already scaled back over the past 5 years.
We're asking for help. As I say, we didn't cause a problem. Somebody else should be coming running here in a hurry for the amount of tonnage that we produce, if they want us to carry on.
But the Galeys aren't optimistic help will arrive anytime soon. CRD Board Chair Jeff Young says following a Citizens Advisory Committee that recommended everything from subsidized fencing to sharpshooters to help control the deer population, the CRD will soon be asking municipalities for even more input.
We do have to be realistic. Hunting may be an option in a rural area, so I think there will be some local choice. I don't think the CRD is going to be imposing new firearms or hunting regulations on an urban area.
But Young admits even after all the work done on the deer issue, it's something the CRD is going to have to tackle with public education over the long term.
Getting people used to the idea that we do have to take some interventions in some cases.
Now I have to have one on this side of the fence.
But for Rob Galey, time is running out. He says controlling the deer and geese population through a cull isn't something he should have to tackle on his own, and he says he's lost faith in CRD politicians.
Over the next year or two, if they can get results by then, we're going to be gone by then. Unless I take action myself, there isn't a year or two left. You know, I can't be patient.
And Galey is not alone. Farmers up and down the South Island are facing financial hardship, and many worry a plan won't be in place in time for next year's growing season. In Saanich, I'm Nikki Ewanyshyn.